Hello, guys, and welcome to the FIFA Club World Cup round of 16 predictions. First of all, guys, before saying anything else, I haven't posted for a very long time now. It's been 2-3 weeks, I think. But whatever, guys, this is here. We're starting again, of course. I was just waiting for the round of 16 to, start in the Club World Cup so that I can actually start to post content again in this channel. Guys, we have seen a lot of things in the Club World Cup. Okay, those group stages showed that there is football outside of Europe. Okay, the purpose of this Club World Cup, even though the attendance in the stadiums in America haven't been that good, but still we can see that the teams that we thought that they cannot do much versus the European giants like Inter Milan, Manchester City, Real Madrid, they have been cooking. Okay, even if they lose, even if they draw, they have been cooking. There is football outside of Europe. This is one thing that we can see from the FIFA Club World Cup. Okay? That is something that I have saw. For example, Brazilian teams. Let's talk about Brazilian teams a little bit. Brazilian teams, there were 4 Brazilian teams who entered this competition, and all 4 go into the round of 16. All 4. So you can see that there is football outside of Europe. You can see that. Okay? But now, guys, that was just a disclaimer or whatever it's called about the Club World Cup, that there is football outside of Europe, and we saw that. But now let's start to predict the round of 16 of this Club World Cup. And of course, there are a couple of very interesting fixtures in this round of 16. But I think that the more interesting fixtures are going to start from the quarterfinals to the semifinals and, of course, the final. We might see just European giants in the semifinals, to be honest, because of course these smaller teams they pack the punch, but not that hard that they can reach the semifinals. But anything can happen in football, as we all know. But anyways, let's start to predict the round of 16. Let's start out, guys, with Inter Milan versus Fluminense. Now, of course, guys, Inter Milan have topped their group with 7 points, and Fluminense have finished second in their group with 5 points. Now, both these teams have been very good, to be honest. They haven't lost a game so far in this Club World Cup. Fluminense winning 1 game and drawing 2, and Inter Milan winning 2 games and drawing 1. But, guys, when it comes to, winning this actual... And, of course, there are only single legs, so if you win, you win. If you lose, you lose, okay? But Inter Milan and Fluminense is not that easy of a team, guys. It's not that easy. Okay, it's not that easy because they've showed levels in this Club World Cup. And Inter Milan, of course, they have been the finalists of the UEFA Champions League just recently. They are in the round of 16 once again, versus Fluminense as a Brazilian side, which has been cooking, to be honest. But I think that the experience of Inter Milan is gonna bring because listen. Brazilian teams are very dangerous, guys. They're dangerous, okay? Fluminense is a dangerous team. But Inter Milan, I think it's their time to show that they are a team, okay? I think that Inter Milan is going to take this one. I'm going to predict that it's going to be 2-0 for this one, okay? So Inter Milan winning 2-0 versus Fluminense and going to the quarterfinals. That's my prediction for the first match. But of course, guys, the next match is Manchester City versus Al Hilal Saudi, okay? Now, here, guys, I want to tell you guys something. Both these teams, of course, once again, then they haven't lost a single game. Al Hilal, they have won 1 game and drew 2, and one of those draws was versus Real Madrid. Can you imagine that? And that match, guys, I cannot believe the performance that Al Hilal were putting versus Real Madrid. It was incredible. It was incredible, guys. They created chances. They were balling out there. And, of course, Manchester City, they have won all 3 games of the group stage. They have the most perfect record out of any other team. 9 points, 3 games, 13 goals scored in 3 games, and 2 goals conceded. And this is a sign because yesterday they played Juventus. They won 5-2 versus Juve. They are coming back, guys. Manchester City is coming back. And just because of this, guys, the way that the football that I just saw yesterday versus Juventus, who is an Italian giant, I think that this is going to be, of course, in Manchester City's way. There's nothing else to say about this match. Al Hilal, of course, they have played very good. They've finished second in their group with Real Madrid, of course. They haven't lost a single game yet. But Manchester City, guys, it's just different. 6-0, 3-0, like 5-2. Like, this is something extraordinary. And this is the Manchester City that we know. So this is going to be, of course, Manchester City. I'm not sure of the scoreline, but I think it's going to be 3-0. Okay, 3-0. That's my prediction for this one. 3-0. The next match, guys, is Palmeiras versus Botafogo. Now, both of these sides have had some things to say, okay? Let's start with Palmeiras. Palmeiras haven't lost a single game. They topped their group with two big teams, Inter Miami, Messi, of course, and Porto. They've topped this kind of group with 0 losses, 5 points, okay? And on the other side, Botafogo, they haven't topped their group. They finished second, of course, but with 2 wins and 1 loss. And one of those 2 wins came versus the European giants who have just won the treble, PSG. So this helps Botafogo, okay? But I think that this is going to be Palmeiras. I don't actually have much to say because these are Brazilian sides. I don't watch them that much. But I think that this is going to be Palmeiras, bro. Like, Palmeiras is going to beat Botafogo with a scoreline of 2-0. Let's go with 2-0. I honestly, I don't know what to say on this one, okay? But the next match, guys, is very interesting. Benfica versus Chelsea. Benfica, guys, the Portuguese giants, versus Chelsea, the English giants. Now, Benfica have, of course, topped their group with 0 losses. And Chelsea have finished second in their group with 1 loss, which was versus a Brazilian side, Flamengo. Okay? Now, guys, looking at this, and of course, Benfica have beaten German giants Bayern Munich with a scoreline of 1-0. So that helps Benfica on this. But guys, considering the team, okay, Benfica is a very athletic team. But right now, looking at Chelsea, it is also a very athletic team. There are youngsters. The most experienced player in Chelsea is Tosin Adarabioyo, who is 29 years old, I think, or 28, whatever. But he's the most experienced one. There's no one who is above 30 in Chelsea. So this indicates that even though Benfica is a very, athletic team, Pavlidis, Di Maria, everyone is dangerous on that team. But even Chelsea is a way more fuller team, in my opinion, and it's also a very athletic team, just like Benfica. I think that Chelsea is gonna take this one, guys. Chelsea is gonna take this one. They won the Conference League this season. They're gonna take this. They're gonna win this game with a scoreline of 2-0. Let's go 2-0. Okay, 2-0. And of course, they have Liam Delap now. Liam Delap has been, like, in 3 games, he has 1 goal, 1 assist. So that's a very good sign that he's going to play, for, I don't know for how long, but he's going to perform at Chelsea. And he's going to perform in this match as well, with a 2-0 scoreline versus Benfica. But now, guys, let's go to the other side of the route, okay? And let's go with, and these are actually more interesting fixtures, to be honest. PSG versus Inter Miami. Messi is going to face his former club, PSG, in the round of 16 of the Club World Cup. This is what football is, guys, okay? Now, guys, listen. Messi is a fantastic player. He is literally, I normally say in my videos that Lamine Yamal is the best player in the world, but I forget that as long as Messi is playing football, he's going to remain as the best player in the world. At 37 years of age, or 38, I think, now he's 38, he is still performing at the biggest level with the biggest, big game player, guys. Big game player. That free kick versus Porto, absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. And just because of that, guys, PSG, who have, of course, topped their group, coming up against Inter Miami, who have, of course, finished second. Now, even though, listen, guys, there is Messi, there is Suarez, there is Busquets, but listen, PSG have just won the treble. We can't deny that fact. They have just won the treble. They have one of the best players in the world. Well, no one is a big, big of a big player in that squad, but everyone knows ball. Okay, everyone balls in that pitch. Oh, sorry, in that team. Kovic, Kvaratskhelia, Barcola, Dembele, Due. It's insane. It's insane. And just because of that, Vitinha, of course, Fabian, Neves, Marquinhos, who is like, I don't know, 30, couple of years old, yeah. Like Hakimi, Nuno, like it's a way more better team than Inter Miami, bro. I don't know if Inter Miami actually win this game, then it's gonna be insane. But I don't think that that's gonna happen. This is gonna end up in a scoreline of, I don't want to say this, but 3-0. Okay, because I love Messi. That's the thing. But we have to go with the truth when it comes to predicting. So 3-0 for PSG, and Inter Miami get knocked out from the Club World Cup. Next, guys, is CR Flamengo versus Bayern Munich. Okay, now, guys, Flamengo in their group, the biggest thing that they did is that they beat Chelsea with a scoreline of 3-1. Okay, and Bayern Munich, the biggest down thing that they did is they lost to Benfica with a scoreline of 1-0, which brought them second in their group. But now they're facing Flamengo, of course. And now listen, guys, some fixtures I don't have to say much. This has to be Bayern, guys. This has to be Bayern. If in any way Bayern actually gets knocked out by Flamengo, it's going to be crazy. That's going to indicate that the Club World Cup is actually a sign that there is football outside of Europe. Okay? But this one, guys, I'm going to go with Bayern. And I'm going to go with 2-0, okay? But because the way that Bayern were playing versus Benfica, it just didn't indicate that they can actually, there's something missing in that squad, and I think it's Jamal Musiala, okay? But yeah, guys, I'm going to go with 2-0, or maybe 3-0. Let's go with 3-0 for this one, okay? Beating Flamengo 3-0 and going to the quarterfinals. But the next match, guys, is, of course, Real Madrid versus Juventus. Guys, this is going to be insane. Real Madrid versus Juventus. Real Madrid topped their group. Juventus finished second, of course, in their group. In a group with Manchester City, which they lost 5-2 to them. They're going to meet in the round of 16. Guys, both teams have been very good. Okay, don't get me wrong. They have been very good. But Manchester City, they're just a little bit better than Juventus. That's why they won 5-2 yesterday. But whatever, guys. This match is going to be one of the biggest matches in this whole round of 16. Maybe another big match could be Benfica versus Chelsea. But these two giants meeting in the round of 16 is going to be very good. They've met in finals, of course, back then. But who is going to win? Okay, both have very good teams, to be honest. But Real Madrid just have the quality. They have the attacking quality. They have Arda Güler now, who is trying to replace Toni Kroos, even though I don't think that he can do that. No one can beat Toni Kroos, okay? No one can reach those levels. But whatever, guys. This is going to be Real Madrid 3-1 beating Juventus out of the Club World Cup. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing else to say. But, guys, the last match, which is Dortmund versus Monterrey, a Mexican side. Now, this one, do I even have to, say much? It's going to be Dortmund 3-1, guys. Come on. Yeah. So that was the prediction, guys. I hope that you enjoyed the video. Make sure to subscribe if you did. Drop a like. Subscribe. And I'll see you on the next video.